So if you want to go far in real estate and actually be able to scale fast, you can't do it alone. Unless you like inherited a ton of money or just have a ton of cash, hit the lotto, something like that. Otherwise, you should look for partners because that's the best way to scale. But the wrong partnership could cost you more than the deal's worth. I've seen it firsthand. People lose friendships, lose money, and lose control of the deal because they didn't structure things the right way from the start. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to actually structure real estate partnerships the right way so that everyone wins, expectations are clear, and you stay in control of your vision. Hi, I'm Justin Brown, mortgage pro and real estate investor, and I've been doing this a very long time. So here's exactly what you need to know. Oh, and make sure to stick around to the end where I'll share the one clause I put in every partnership agreement to make sure I never get trapped in a bad deal. So here's why most real estate partnerships fall apart. There's no written agreement. They have misaligned expectations. One person's doing all the work. There's no exit plan. And remember, real estate partnerships aren't emotional. They're legal. If it's not in writing, it doesn't exist. So let's break down how to structure it the right way. So first, I'm going to talk about the three most common partnership structures. You got the equity partnership. This is where one person brings the capital and the other brings the deal and execution. Profits are split. Think 50-50, 7-30, or whatever you agree on. Just make sure the roles are clearly defined when you go this route. Next, you got a debt partnership, or when somebody's a private lender. They loan the money, you pay a fixed interest rate, they don't get equity, they just get a return on their capital. A rate and a return that's based on how long you borrow that money. It's simple, clean, it's great for flips or short-term deals, and this is how we fund most of our projects, and it helps us scale fast since we don't need any of our own money going this route. And then last is a joint venture, where you both bring value, money, time, credit, or management. You agree on roles, and you structure a custom split, and then operate under an LLC. So I'll give you a real-world example. I had a triplex deal where I found the property, I handled the rehab, and did the refinance. I did all the work. My private money lender just came in and funded the deal. They didn't have to lift a finger, but they did get a solid 12% return as a lender on it. They were on the title as their security, and if I didn't pay, they could foreclose and take that property and then also take that equity. And then once I renovated it, I forced the equity up with the work we did, and then I was able to refinance it into a 30-year fix and pay off my private money lender, freeing up their capital for my next project. That's how a private money lender works. So here's how you want to protect yourself with these structures. First, you're going to want to form an LLC, and then you're going to want to make sure you use an operating agreement. And then last, you want to add a buy-sell clause. That last one, it lets either partner exit the deal with a pre-agreed formula. It saved me more than once. Things happen, so you want to be prepared. Also with an LLC, you have to make sure to run it like a business so it gives you liability protection as well. You have to open its own bank account. You want to make sure all the income and expenses for that property or project is run through that account. You don't want to commingle your funds. Then you always want to keep a couple months operating expenses in that account as well. Because if you want the protection of a business, you need to make sure it's run like a business. And look, if you structure partnerships right, they'll help you grow faster without burning bridges along the way. You want to write everything down, create the LLC, define your roles, and always build a way out just in case. And if you thought this video was helpful, make sure you hit that like and subscribe, because in the next video, I'll show you how to actually pitch your deal to a private lender and get a yes, even if you're brand new.